Hello everyone, I'm Toto Iota and today we'll be looking at some balancing issues in Warhammer, the old world. We're going to talk about some stats that I got from Warhammer. Afterwards we're going to talk about Hero Hammer or the Dragon Lords, nerfed artillery, what are the changes about tar pitting, and how many points should one play, which size of a battlefield should we use. Some stats of Warhammer. These are some win rate from the 3rd of March this year. As we can see, Tomb Kings and Wood Elves have a very high win rate, around 66%, while the Empire of Man only has a 42% win rate. Of course, this might have to do with the fact that GW likes pushing their battle boxes. Tomb King in 8th edition was very bad and now is scoring very high. But why? Why is that the case? So these are some things that I found, some things that I noticed after playing a couple of games. The first thing that we're going to talk about here is the use of Dragon Lords. The return of Hero Hammer, basic. So most Dragon Lords are typically around 500 points. Around 500 points you will have a full kitted Dragon Lord. Toughness 6, often 8 wounds or 9 wounds. Most dragons also have a 4+ full plate armor, so pretty decent armor. Fly 9 or Fly 10. And also lumbering monster, which means that after your normal fly move you can still turn up to 90 degrees. Toughness 6 is very high, a lot of armies struggle getting to wound. Toughness 6 also a lot of wounds itself. 8 or 9 is quite a lot. If you're able to put even more points in your Dragon Lord, for example a Vampire Count's Dragon Lord will be fully kitted around 650 points. With Spectral Doppelganger you will probably destroy everything. It's so strong at this moment. I believe that not many armies can do something about that lord in particular. Why then, if we look at the Empire for example, or Dwarves or Skaven, why are they scoring so low on these meta stats? I think it has to do with the artillery being nerfed in Old World. Bolt throwers nowadays, they have strength 6, AP -3 and the multiple wounds of 2. While in 8th edition they did the 3 damage. Okay, that is still okay-ish, I would say, but we see this biggest problem we see with cannons. Cannons now only being able to do D3 wounds or D3+1, while in the past they would deal D6 damage, which would often, if you rolled a 6, one-shot your greater demon or a dragon or whatever. But that's not the case anymore. So cannons and bolt throwers and artillery in general will not be able to completely destroy big monsters in turn 1 or turn 2. That's why also the Empire is lacking behind a bit. So the artillery is nerfed and they don't actually have strong monster that they can use themselves. Another thing that changed is tar pitting. So if you have more files than ranks, so you are deeper than you are wide, you will be in marching order, which means that you will gain no rank bonus, which is a big issue. Since in 8th edition it was normal to be 5 wide and 8 deep, for example with Skaven Slaves or Vampire Count Zombies. They would be able to tar pit a big enemy unit like the Hammer or for example a Lord on a Dragon. Now that's not possible anymore since you will not gain your rank bonus. And also rank bonus has been limited for infantry to 2. So that's also not a lot. So there are just less answers to Dragon Lords. At least that's what I believe. So how many points should we play then? Well, the problem is if you play 1000 points, and since you can go to 500 points in heroes and characters in 1000 points battles, Dragon Lords will rule these games. Mostly it will be so difficult to get rid of an enemy dragon, an enemy lord on a dragon, if you don't have your own lord on a dragon in 1000 points. So it's just very hard to get rid of them, especially with fly on a size of a battlefield of 30 times 44. You can't escape it. It's almost impossible to escape, it's almost impossible to kill. Very difficult indeed for armies for say Empire, Skaven, Dwarves. They will struggle a lot facing these enemies in 1000 points battles. In 2000 points battles, okay, you got more answers to the Dragon Lords, more possibility to take artillery or something else that can kill these dragons. For example, with Britannia, you have more options to Monster Slayer, more options to actually destroy the Dragon Lords. These are my thoughts about the game so far. And this is of course after playing roughly 20 games. Still, I think I need to learn more about the game itself. If you have any thoughts, any ideas, please leave them in the comments below. I would like to hear what you guys think about the game. Is it balanced? Is it not? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and I would like to see you next time in the world of Legends. Until then,